Now, tell us something. What was your biggest influences as far as TV that inspired you the most growing up to do this?
Oh, wow. You know what? Since I did start in sports and I didn't watch the home shopping medium until I was in it, I have to say my biggest influence was Vin Scully of the Dodgers, their play-by-play commentator. He does everything. He does play-by-play and color commentary. He's a legend in the business. I think he is that is still my ultimate dream, by the way, is to eventually do sports commentary. That's always been my dream. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I hope that someday maybe I'll get back into the sports business and do that, where I could actually be at the games live and give the play-by-play and the color commentary. And obviously Vin Scully is a living legend. He's giving us one more year next year, which is so exciting with the Dodgers. So, you know, listening to him, he has a way of storytelling, and I think, honestly, not only did he inspire me to get into the sports business originally, but I'll tell you what, I look back and I think he really inspires what I do today in jewelry selling. I don't know if he wants to hear that, but seriously, the way he tells stories is so compelling and so relatable, and he really seems to connect with his audience that I think I really do remember that growing up watching games and hearing the way he handles himself and the way he can tell a story is really a big influence on what I do today in the home shopping world. Is there's a story behind pieces, there's a story behind their design or how they were created or why they are the value they are. And that, I think, comes a lot from watching Vin Scully as a little girl in my family room in Laguna Hills, California growing up. It comes from that. He's an amazing storyteller in everything we do. Storytellers, when you have that ability, it really helps you connect with your audience, whether it's radio or TV or jewelry designing or sports.
Yeah, I mean, that's the key, and that guy, he's amazing. I've seen him myself. I've watched him. You know, I'm not a big baseball fan, but I still watch the sports and baseball games and stuff because, like you just said earlier, I've watched, you know, all these announcers and listening to radio and getting influenced by them, you know, my interest in entertainment and trying to be as good as these influences that I've had, and I'm sure you have, like you said.
Yes.
And it's great. I mean, it's when you're watching and you're growing up watching all kinds of sports, you're watching whatever it is, you're watching movies, and you're got these influences, these actresses, the singers, and the sportscast announcers, like you said, and it's really great, you know, growing up and having all those influences in entertainment.
Yes.
And
the key is they're a great influence, and you can never try to copy exactly what they do because there will never be another Vin Scully, there will never be another Barbara Walters, but you can take the positives, and that's what I've done, is take what you like from each person and, you know, take some of what they do, and then it automatically, you make it your own. And that's how I think you get recognized in this business of entertainment in general, is having a real style of your own. And I'm not just talking about style and the way you dress or the way you present yourself, but the way you speak and your personality behind what you do, and your passion shows, and people, no matter what medium, can sense that passion. Yes. And when you really love doing something, they feel it. Yes. Through the radio, through the internet, through TV, they can feel it. And that's what I think is my biggest advice to people always, who, you know, have aspirations. They have to really, really want to do it, not just to be on TV, not just to be on the radio, not just to be a celebrity or be famous, but you have to really love what you do, otherwise it will never work. So what I always say to people is find what you really, really love. Do what you would do for free, and do that. That's what I look at my job every day. I would do it if nobody paid me to do it. I would love to go onto television and sell jewelry, talk about jewelry, explain jewelry. I love doing it. And that's when you know you're in the right career, and the right career path is when you love to do it. I'm sure you're the same way. You love radio. You would do this if nobody was listening and if nobody was paying you. And that's what I think comes through, and that's what allows you to be the best in your business.
Oh yeah, you know, I used to listen to the radio and pretend like I was in my room doing it for nothing when I was a kid.
I did the same thing. Muted the game, did my own commentary.
Exactly.
As an 8-year-old little girl, keeping score even as well. I know what you mean, and
Yeah.
that's great practice, and that's what youth should do, is they should just go for it and do it. Never think that you're too young, or you're not educated enough, or you don't have the right connections. Just do it by any means possible, and the opportunities will come. Because if you have a passion, like I was talking about, and you're talented, the opportunities have a way of finding you, and it really does work out, and not without hard work, but with the hard work, it all works out. And yeah, it's really it's all about the passion. You got to love what you do.
Oh yeah, because you get out what you put into things.
Absolutely.
And when you work hard at it, it's going to come out great. You know, and I just want to say, like I said before, I also worked with Lauren at DSN, and I'll tell you what, seeing her stand up there for 3.5 hours, she never could leave. She couldn't walk off because she had to stay there and announce the show. And you know how, girls have bladders the size of peas, and here she is, she's drinking water the whole time, and she just is amazing the way she stood up there and never once did that.
Well, that's glamorous, but
and it's
but
like,
it's true.
and it's amazing, and when the customers would call in, I'll tell you what, half of them, she was the reason why they shopped, because they could tell her passion.
No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Well, on my half, I mean, there's all these other operators. So now tell us what advice do you have, because there's so many girls and boys that come out here trying to be inspiring in this, and they end up on the streets and it doesn't work out.
Right.
Tell us what they can do to prevent that, while they're trying their passion.
Obviously work hard always. Have a passion for what you do, like I said. But probably the most important thing is be a good person and be friendly to everyone that you work with and everyone whose path you cross, because you will cross paths again, and it's the relationships that really do allow the talent to shine through. And we can't ever do something by ourselves. You can't ever do something as a single being. We all work together, and it's a team, and that's something I've always looked for, is being around a team environment, because that's when great things happen, when the talent of many individuals come together and make one big successful entity. And I would say, surround yourself with good people, be a good person, work hard, and the opportunities do come your way. That's what it's about. And enjoy what you do. Wake up every day with a passion to live your life, and be a good person, and do what makes you happy. Because if it doesn't make you happy, there's really no point in doing it at all. So find that thing, no matter what it is, and do that, and you will be blessed.
Alrighty, we got to get ready to wrap up the show. Lauren, real quick, tell us a little bit about your new network that you're on.
Exactly, James Bond TV. Remember James Bond. I'm a Bond girl. I am the Bond girl on JamesBondTV.com, and we're on DirecTV, channel 223, from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Monday and Wednesday nights. So you can tune in and hopefully check out the jewelry, and also check out the website, JamesBondTV.com, and look for my upcoming Lauren Blair jewelry line, which is in the works.
Like I said, I'm looking forward to that.
Thank
And Lauren,
you.
Thank you very much for being on my show.
Thank you, Todd.
And it has been fun, and it's been really, really great.
Thank
and
you.
I look forward to having you back on.
Oh, my pleasure. I would be happy to come back on anytime.
Alrighty. Okay, there you heard it. Now, the next show will be Prince of Rock and Roll. We will have the Iron Maidens. They are an all-girl tribute band to Iron Maiden.